What's going on, everyone? Welcome on back. It is Wednesday, May 21st. We have a 15-game Major League Baseball schedule on tap for today. Real quick, a recap of yesterday. 14 games was played. The Cleveland Minnesota Twins game got postponed. 14 games played. We go 8-4 on our money line / spread picks. We go 11-3 on our over-unders. We missed on our home run parlay play of the day. The home run plays have been killing me. I cannot wait till we get to the point of the season where the weather is not dictating hits, home runs. Anyways, we had two plays of the day yesterday. Our Philly-Colorado game parlay hit. That was $1 bet into a $40 win. You guys already know the rules over here. What we always say, we take the good with the bad. On to the next one. 15 games on tap for today. Tons of money to be made. Do not forget, look for our play of the day. The game I'm going to recommend to you more than any. Today we have two. One in the early games, one in the evening games. Also, do not forget our 4 parlay plays at the end of the video. With all of that being said, guys, let's jump into it. Alrighty, first game up. The series is concluding today. The Cincinnati Reds in Pittsburgh taking on the Pirates. Series is split, so this is the rubber match. In this game today, we're taking Cincinnati on the money line. The game total, 8, and we like the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're going with 2 Reds today. Give me Ellie De La Cruz as well as Gavin Lux, both to have 2 total. On to the pitching props now. We're playing the overs for both starting pitchers. Singer of the Cincinnati Reds, we're playing him to go over 4.5 Ks. Haney for the Pittsburgh Pirates, over 4.5 strikeouts as well. On after that, another series that's split coming into today. The Cubs in Miami taking on the Marlins. The Cubbies stomped on Miami yesterday, a score of 14-1. In today's matchup, we're playing the Cubbies on the money line. Game total 8.5, and we like the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, we're going with 2 Cubbies. We're going with Crow Armstrong as well as Kelly, both to have 2 total. On to the pitching props now, and we like the unders for both starting pitchers. Horton of the Cubs, we're taking him to go under 4.5 strikeouts. Meyer of the Miami Marlins, we're playing him to go under 5.5 Ks today. On after that, another series that's split coming into today. The Houston Astros in Tampa Bay taking on the Rays. Tampa Bay won this game yesterday, a score of 3-2. In today's matchup, with Brown on the mound for Houston, we're playing the Astros on the run line. The game total, 8.5, and we're playing under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, 2 Astros. We're going with Walker as well as Altuve. On to the pitching props now, and we're taking Brown to go over his line of 6.5 strikeouts, but we're playing Bradley of the Rays to go under today, under 4.5 Ks. Alright, this will be our first play of the day. The first game I'm going to recommend to you more than any to put in a parlay and play it. The game I'm most confident in. It's the Detroit Tigers in St. Louis taking on the Cards. Do not get me wrong, I feel this is going to be a bit of a wacky matchup today. I'm playing Detroit on the money line. The game total, 8.5, and we like the under in this one. On to the hitting props. 2 total bases. We're going with 3 Tigers here, 3 batsmen. We're going with Green, Carpenter, and Tolkerson, all to have 2 total. This is going to be a bullpen day for Detroit. They're putting out a left-hander first. The only line we have is for Palenti of the St. Louis Cardinals, and we're going with him to go over 3.5 strikeouts today. On after that, we got the Baltimore Orioles in Milwaukee. The Brew Crew looking for the sweep here, and we got them getting it. I'm playing Milwaukee on the money line. Game total, 8.5, and we're playing the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're going with 1 Oriole, 1 Brewer. We're taking Henderson of the Orioles and Hoskins of the Milwaukee Brewers, both to have 2 total bases. On to the pitching props now, and we're playing Shugano of the Baltimore Orioles to go under his line of 3.5 strikeouts, but we're playing Patrick to go over today, over 4.5 Ks. Moving along, another series split. This was an ugly game yesterday. The White Sox won a score of 1-0 in this matchup today. The Seattle Mariners in Chicago taking on the White Sox. We're playing Seattle on the money line. Game total 8.5, and we're playing the under again. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, 2 Seattle Mariners. We're going with Polanco as well as J-Rod, Julio Rodriguez, both to have 2 total. On to the pitching props for this game, and we're playing the over for both starting pitchers. We're going with Evans of the Seattle Mariners to go over 3.5 strikeouts. Smith of the White Sox to go over 4.5 Ks today. Moving along, this will be a 3 o'clock game. The Cleveland Guardians in Minnesota taking on the Twins. Cleveland favored in this matchup today on the road, and we're playing the home dogs. Give me the Minnesota Twins on the money line. The game total 7.5, and we're playing over in this game. Over 7.5 total runs. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're going with 1 Guardian, 1 Twin. Give me Manzardo of the Cleveland Guardians, as well as Byron Buxton if the Minnesota Twins, both to have 2 total bases. Looking at the pitching props now, and we're playing Williams of Cleveland to go under his line, under 5.5 strikeouts. But we're playing Paddock of the Twins to go over today, over 4.5 Ks. On after that, we got the Kansas City Royals in San Francisco taking on the Giants. Another series split coming into today. And in this matchup, we're playing San Francisco on the run line. The game total 7.5, and we're playing the over today, over 7.5. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing Chapman of the Giants as well as Jung-Ho Lee of the Giants, both to have 2 total bases. As of right now, we see Kansas City has their young bullpen pitcher, Lynch. He's a lefty starting. There's no line on him. Logan Webb of the Giants. Line set at 5.5 strikeouts today, and we're taking him to go under. As we move along, this was our biggest underdog play of the day yesterday, and it hit for us. The Atlanta Braves in Washington taking on the Nats. In today's matchup, we're playing Atlanta on the run line. Game total 8.5, and we're playing over 8.5 total runs. For our hitting props, 2 total bases. We're going with Ozuna as well as Baldwin, both to have 2 total bases. On to the pitching props now, and we're taking Smith-Shawver of the Braves to go over his line of 4.5 strikeouts, but we're playing Williams of the Nats to go under 4.5 Ks today. On after that, we got the Mets in Boston taking on the Sox. I've called these games wrongs 2 days in a row. The Mets have been killing me. Crochet on the mount for Boston today. The Red Sox ace. We're playing Boston on the money line. I'm telling you, if the Mets win this game, I'm going to be so pissed off. Game total 8, and we're playing under in this one. Under 8 total runs. For our hitting props, 2 total bases. I'm taking 2 Red Sox. Give me Devers as well as Bregman, both to have 2 total bases. On to the pitching props here. We're playing McGill of the Mets to go under his line of 5.5 strikeouts. But we're playing Crochet to go over today, over 6.5 Ks. Alrighty, guys, this might be our biggest underdog play of the day. The Texas Rangers in New York taking on the Yankees with DeGrom on the mount for Texas and Yarborough on the mount for the Yankees. Texas is favored in this matchup here today. We're playing the Yankees on the money line, so give me the home dogs. Game total 7.5, and we like the over in this game, over 7.5 total runs. For our hitting props, 2 total bases, we're going with 2 Yankees. Give me Bellinger as well as Dominguez, both to have 2 totals today. On to the pitching props now. We are taking DeGrom to go over his line of 6.5 strikeouts, but we're playing Yarborough of the Yankees to go under 3.5 Ks today. Moving along, we have the San Diego Padres in Toronto taking on the Jays. San Diego got shut out yesterday. Toronto won a score of 3-0. In this matchup today, this will be our second underdog play of the day. We're taking San Diego on the money line. The game total is 9, and we do like the over in this game. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, we're taking 3 batsmen in this game. We're taking Tatis Jr. as well as Manny Machado of the Padres and Bo Bichette of the Toronto Blue Jays. On to the pitching props now, and we're taking the overs for both starting pitchers. We're playing Vasquez of the San Diego Padres to go over 2.5 Ks, and Guzman of the Toronto Blue Jays to go over 4.5 strikeouts today. Right down to our final 3 games of the day. This will be our second play of the day. The second game I'm going to recommend to you more than any to put everything you see in the screen in a dollar parlay and play it. In this matchup today, we are playing the Philadelphia Phillies on the run line to cover the runs. Game total 11.5, and we like the under today, under 11.5 total runs. For our hitting props, 2 total bases. We're going with 3 Philadelphia Phillies. We're taking Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, as well as Trey Turner of the Phillies, all to have 2 total bases. On to the pitching props now. We're taking Walker of the Phillies to go over his line of 3.5 Ks, but we're playing Plumquist of the Colorado Rockies to go under in this one, under 3.5 strikeouts. On after that, we got the Red Hot Angels in Sacramento taking on the Athletics. The Angels won another game yesterday, a score of 7-5 versus the Athletics. They're looking for the sweep here today, and we do not have them getting it. We're playing the Athletics on the money line. The game total 10.5, and today we're playing the under in this one, under 10.5 total runs. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're going with 2 A's. We're going with Rooker as well as Butler, both to have 2 total in this one. On to the pitching props now. We're taking Kotchowitz of the Angels to go under his line of 3.5 strikeouts, but we're taking JP Sears of the Athletics to go over in this one, over 4.5 strikeouts. Final game of the day. This game went in overtime yesterday. The Arizona Diamondbacks in Los Angeles taking on the Dodgers. Even though the Dodgers snapped their losing streak, they still looked bad yesterday. In this matchup today, we are playing the Dodgers on the money line. The game total 9, and we do like the over in this game. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're going 1 Diamondback, 1 Dodger. Give me Pavin Smith of the Arizona Diamondbacks, as well as Shohei for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Then we look at our pitching props for this game. We're playing Corbin Burns of the Diamondbacks to go under 5.5 strikeouts, but we're playing Dustin May to go over in this one, over 4.5 strikeouts today. Alrighty guys, before we get up out of here, our 4 parlay plays of the day. I had to make an adjustment to our 2-game parlays. I'm no longer looking at the odds, looking for juice plays, good plays. Now we're just picking the best odds to win. I don't care what it is. Let's jump into this. A 5-leg parlay, $5 bet. Cubs on the money line, Houston Astros on the run line, Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh game total to go under 8, Milwaukee Brewers on the money line, the Detroit Tigers on the money line. All 5 of those games in a $5 parlay pays $110. On after that, this will be our more evening afternoon games parlay. It's a 6-leg $5 bet. We're taking the Atlanta Braves on the run line, the New York Mets versus the Boston Red Sox game total to go under 8, the San Diego Padres Toronto Blue Jays game total to go over 9, the Philadelphia Phillies on the run line, and then the Athletics on the money line, as well as the Dodgers on the money line. All 6 of those games in a $5 parlay pays $180. Onto our player props. Hitting 2 total bases. Give me Stowers of the Miami Marlins. We're going Tatis Jr. of the San Diego Padres. We're going Bryce Harper of the Philadelphia Phillies. Neto of the Los Angeles Angels. And finally, Mookie Betts of the Dodgers. All 5 of those gentlemen in a dollar parlay pays $35. Finally, we wrap it up with our home run play of the day, our home run parlay. It's going to be a 3-leg home run parlay. We're going with Crow Armstrong of the Cubs. We're going Langford of the Texas Rangers. And Neto of the Los Angeles Angels. All 3 of those gentlemen in a dollar parlay pays $210. Now, if you're home today and you just looking to have another juiced play and another leg to add to the home run parlay, this was the other guy I was very confident in, but not as confident as the first 3 gentlemen, that being Holiday of the Baltimore Orioles. If you want to add a juicy leg or maybe even play a 50-cent parlay, play Holiday of the Baltimore Orioles. The 3-leg parlay, Armstrong, Langford, and Neto, pays $240. If you add Holiday, it boosts it up to $400 on a dollar bet. Look, guys, I just want to tell you guys all I appreciate everyone. Good luck to everyone today. I hope we can win some money, and I'm going to catch you guys on the next one.